going on slowly but surely. And I am very happy and I feel very comfortable here in the garden, in the Bellevue Garden we call it, and thankful to Tuza, but I know Tuza couldn't do otherwise than to lend us this beautiful surrounding. I would like to emphasize, although you hear the date, that we are celebrating here this afternoon also with the monthly, 2 monthly, the 10th anniversary of the grassroots movement. As the President mentioned it, he first launched it on the 16th of September 2003. So it's 10 years. It may not be 10 years in human age, it's probably 10 days. Okay. So I think it's very important for me to recall to you in what circumstances that these people of St. Martin that were so patriotic came up to have to affirm their existence, affirm their identity. And it's good to know how that was brought about. St. Martin has undergone major political changes which have not only brought economic prosperity to the island, but have also, in the long run, undermined the very fabric of our society at all levels.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry to be.
Those major political changes are the incorporation of St. Martin North as a commune of Guadeloupe by virtue of the 1946 law of departmentalization, creating the overseas French departments, and the integration of St. Martin South into the Netherlands Antilles, having become the Netherlands Antilles an autonomous country within the Kingdom of the Netherlands by virtue of the 1954 Kingdom Charter. This political change, linking the two parts to their regional administrative and political centers, had a direct negative effect of practically forcing them to turn their backs on each other in many areas of historical cohabitation and cooperation. St. Martin South reached its peak years of prosperity during the 1970s, making it the second most popular tourist destination after Puerto Rico. As the development continued, its prosperity attracted a great amount of workers from the nearby region and more faraway countries as well, bringing to the island its corollaries of social ills, drug trafficking, and criminality. During the modern period, 1963-2003, St. Martin ceased to be a people nation when its inhabitants allowed their culture, way of life, and livelihood to be threatened as an expression of their friendliness, solidarity, and hospitality by their naivety, the greed and egocentric aspiration of some of their rulers. It is to be noted that St. Martin's society, emerging from a plantation tradition, did not really evolve into a truly people-oriented economy. With the transformation of the economy of the North by the implementation of the French 1986 defiscalization law, intended to develop tourism by competing with the 20-year advance of St. Martin South, the native people of St. Martin North started to experience the deteriorating effects of French overseas policies. The rapid and exponential increase of illegal Caribbean immigrants and European settlers coming essentially from the former French colonies of Africa and the Indian Ocean made the native population a marginalized minority on the 15 square kilometers of the north. The French youth, beneficiaries of unemployment, when I say French, I mean from mainland France. The French youth, beneficiaries of unemployment subsidies from mainland France, added their numbers as seasonal workers in the hotel and restaurant industry, increasing their revenues with undeclared jobs on both sides of the island. The native people of St. Martin are crippled today by genocide by substitution and its correlative ills: economic marginalization, discrimination, exclusion, and chronic acculturation. The introduction of the welfare system and the construction of social apartments for the Caribbean immigrants from 1993 on, when about 3,000 of them were legalized, changed the face of the island with the escalation of criminal activity, the breakdown of social cohesiveness, breakdown of family and moral values, and the continuous decline of tourism. The period 2003 to now, 2013, is marked in the North by a change of status, linking the North directly with the Republic of France, and the complete downfall of the economy with the closing down of hotels and businesses, an alarming high rate of unemployment among natives, a chronic crisis in governance with an untimely and ineffective change of status. In the South, the change of status into an autonomous country of the Dutch Kingdom on 10/10/2010 and the move towards recognizing the immigrants as economic partners have surely added to the development of communautarism, each immigrant groups competing with the dwindling native population to hold the most influential positions on this small 37 square mile island. The development of communautarism in this apparently multicultural setting has the overwhelming effect to destabilize the island society and create identity confusion, willfully encouraged by the dominant leadership. If St. Martiners neglect their heritage, they destroy the bonds that link them together. They weaken their love for country, bringing about a complete disintegration of the island society and the disappearance of the values that characterize the St. Martin society. Even though our culture has evolved through the years, its roots must be grounded in the history and way of life transmitted to us. A nation cannot be built on the separate and distinct cultures of other peoples. It is against the backdrop of such tumultuous internal circumstances